What if I told you that the secret to regaining the kind of rock-solid firmness you had in your 20s wasn't in a pharmacy, but in your pantry? I've seen men, some in their 70s and even 80s, who thought their intimate lives were over for good. Then they tried this. One simple morning drink. A blend of common ingredients that takes less than 60 seconds to prepare. And almost instantly, they feel a surge, a power returning to them like a dormant engine roaring back to life. I'm Dr. Mark James. For over 25 years, I've dedicated my practice to helping men restore their natural power and reclaim their confidence without dangerous pills or procedures. I'm not selling you anything. I'm here to share a real, science-based method that nature has always provided. Most doctors are too busy writing prescriptions to look at what's already in your kitchen. But your body hasn't forgotten how to work. It just needs the right command. In this video, I am going to reveal the exact recipe for this potent drink, explain the science that makes it work so fast, and show you how each ingredient targets a specific part of your male biology. And pay close attention, because there's one secret catalyst most people throw away that could be the single reason you've been failing to get results. Before we get to the recipe, if you're new here, take a moment to subscribe and click the notification bell. You won't want to miss my tips for restoring your vitality and strength after 50. And if you're excited to try this, type yes in the comments below. If not, type no. Your feedback helps me create better content for you. Alright, let's get right into the reason you're here. The complete recipe. This drink is unbelievably simple, yet it's a powerhouse combination that ignites blood flow, supports testosterone, and awakens nerve endings. Here is how you make it at home, step by step, using basic items your body is craving. 1. The complete, rock-solid recipe. How to prepare it step by step. This is the moment you've been waiting for. The exact formula that has given so many older men a second chance at feeling vital and powerful, often within minutes. This isn't marketing fluff. It's practical biology, using ingredients your body is designed to recognize. This isn't a complex regimen. It's a single, powerful drink that works with your body's natural systems. Here's what you will need. 1 raw egg yolk. Yes, just the yolk. It is a goldmine of choline, healthy fats, and the essential building blocks your system needs to produce testosterone and fire off nerve signals. Separate the yolk and place it into a glass. Next, add half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon powder, or use 1 small cinnamon stick, crushed. Cinnamon is a fantastic supporter of blood vessel flexibility and helps manage blood sugar, both of which are critical for a firm, sustainable erection. Add this to the yolk. Now, take 1 fresh clove of garlic. Peel and finely mince or grate it, then stir it into your mixture. Garlic is a legendary nitric oxide producer that can widen blood vessels in minutes, especially crucial for older men whose circulation has become sluggish. Then, get a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger. Peel and grate it finely. Ginger is a powerful nerve stimulant. It wakes up dormant sensitivity and creates a deep, internal warmth that counteracts the coldness many older men feel. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. This golden spice is a world-renowned anti-inflammatory that protects the delicate inner lining of your arteries, ensuring blood has a smooth, open highway to travel down. Add a small pinch of black pepper. This isn't for taste, its active compound, piperine, skyrockets the absorption of the turmeric and helps activate key hormonal enzymes. Now, gently warm 1 cup of milk, dairy or a plant-based version is fine. Slowly pour the warm milk into the glass while stirring continuously. The warmth helps infuse the spices and makes it easy on your digestion. Once combined, you can strain it through a small sieve into your final drinking cup. To finish, add the juice from half a fresh lemon. The vitamin C is a key supporter of nitric oxide synthesis and aids the liver, your body's main hormone regulator. Finally, stir in 1 teaspoon of pure, raw honey for a boost of natural energy and minerals. Drink this warm, either first thing in the morning or about 30 minutes before you want to be ready. Many men feel a noticeable difference almost immediately, and the effects get stronger with time. Now you have the recipe. Let me explain why that first ingredient, the humble egg yolk, is the foundation for everything, especially for a man over 50. 2. Egg yolk, the hormone powerhouse. If you took everything else out of this recipe and only used the egg yolk, you would still see a change. Why? Because it solves a fundamental problem for aging men: a critical shortage of the raw materials needed for male hormones and neurotransmitters. For decades, we were told to fear cholesterol. But your testes are literally factories that turn cholesterol into testosterone. The most pristine, bioavailable form of this precursor comes packed inside a single egg yolk. Every yolk contains a perfect matrix of cholesterol, healthy fats, choline, and the crucial fat-soluble vitamins A, D, and K2. In minutes, they work together on 3 essential tasks. First, they fuel the Leydig cells in your testes, giving them the exact substrate they need to produce free testosterone. Research from leading universities confirms men with higher intakes of dietary choline and K2 have better hormone profiles. Second, they rebuild acetylcholine, the chemical messenger that commands the smooth muscle in the penis to relax and allow blood to rush in. A lack of this is why many men say, "I want to, but my body won't respond." Third, they nourish the endothelial lining of your blood vessels, sealing the microscopic leaks that sabotage nitric oxide. This is why men who bring egg yolks back into their diet often report better morning wood, deeper vitality, and improved mood within days. Crucially, the fats in the yolk act as a carrier for the powerful compounds in cinnamon and turmeric. Without this fatty base, those spices can't be properly absorbed. The yolk is the foundation. If you build a house without a foundation, it will collapse. But even with perfect hormones, you're going nowhere if the delivery system is blocked. That brings us to our next ingredient, a natural wonder that can open your circulatory pathways in mere minutes. Let's examine garlic. 3. Garlic, the artery opener. Garlic is perhaps the most potent piece of natural medicine in your entire home. When it comes to restoring powerful blood flow to your extremities, it is non-negotiable. For a man past his prime, the primary cause of erectile weakness is rarely just hormones. It's plumbing. The pipes have become narrow and stiff. The pressure is weak. Garlic is the plumber. This small clove contains a miracle compound called allicin, which is released when you crush or grate it. Allicin is nature's most powerful nitric oxide booster. It signals your blood vessels to relax and widen, allowing blood to surge through your body, especially to the smaller, more sensitive arteries in the pelvic region. But garlic does more than just open the floodgates temporarily. It helps with long-term maintenance. Dozens of studies show that consistent garlic consumption helps break down arterial plaque, lower bad cholesterol, and promote healthy blood pressure. Some studies even suggest it can help reverse the hardening of the arteries, a silent disease that robs millions of men of their masculine power without any warning. That's why I call garlic a total circulation reboot. When you add freshly grated garlic to this warm drink with the fats from the egg yolk, its bioavailability skyrockets. Your body absorbs the allicin almost instantly, and you'll feel the effects as a spreading warmth and a renewed sense of physical readiness. I have patients who, after just a few days on this drink, wake up with the kind of morning firmness they thought was gone forever. That is your body's chemistry being restored. And unlike drugs, garlic works with your body, not against it, gently repairing the system over time. That is why it is an indispensable part of this formula. It clears the way for everything else. But open arteries are useless if the nerves that control them are asleep. That's why our next ingredient is so critical. It is known to reignite nerve endings and restore lost sensation. Let's look at fresh ginger. 4. Ginger, the sensitivity spark. For so many older men, the problem is not just a lack of blood flow, it's a lack of feeling. The signal from the brain gets lost along the way. The response feels muted, delayed, or completely absent. This is where ginger performs its magic. For centuries, ginger has been used to warm the body and stimulate the nervous system. The active compounds, gingerols and shogols, directly interact with sensory nerve receptors. They reawaken the dormant neural pathways that are absolutely essential for physical arousal and reflexive response. As we get older, nerve sensitivity in the lower body can decline dramatically. This creates a frustrating gap between your mind's desire and your body's ability to act. Ginger closes that gap. It improves blood flow to the tiniest nerve endings and stimulates the entire peripheral nervous system. It makes your body more receptive to touch and sexual thought, bringing back a level of sensation many men haven't felt in years. A 2019 study highlighted that men using ginger regularly reported not just better erections, but a significant increase in satisfaction because they could feel more. Ginger also helps combat stress by regulating cortisol. High cortisol is a testosterone killer and a major cause of performance anxiety. Ginger helps calm that response, allowing your body to get out of fight or flight and into a state of arousal. When you grate fresh ginger into this drink, its power is undeniable. It cuts through that feeling of being numb or disconnected. I've had patients tell me, "Doc, I finally feel connected to my body again." That feeling is what ginger unlocks. But this renewed power won't last if your system is unstable. That's why the next ingredient is the unsung hero for long-lasting performance. Let's discuss cinnamon. 5. Cinnamon, the foundation builder. You might think of cinnamon as just a simple baking spice, but in this drink, it serves a profound purpose that men over 60 desperately need. Two silent killers of male performance are unstable blood sugar and poor vascular elasticity. Cinnamon tackles both head-on, which is why it's a cornerstone of this recipe. One of the greatest enemies of a firm erection is insulin resistance. When your blood sugar is on a roller coaster, it creates chronic inflammation in your arteries and crushes nitric oxide production. Cinnamon is proven to help stabilize blood glucose by improving your body's sensitivity to insulin. This leads to less inflammation in a stable internal environment where erections can be achieved and, more importantly, maintained. But that's not all. The active compound in cinnamon, cinnamaldehyde, helps the blood vessels relax and become more pliable. This means that when blood flows into the penis, it can stay there. This addresses the common complaint of losing it halfway through. Cinnamon helps build the foundation for an erection that is not just hard, but durable. Cinnamon also adds a gentle, warming quality that improves circulation and sensitivity in the lower body, a region that often becomes cold and stagnant with age. It enhances both the physical and emotional aspects of intimacy. The synergy between cinnamon and the other core ingredients is what provides stability. Without it, you might get a quick flash of power, but you won't have the staying power that creates a truly satisfying experience. Cinnamon delivers that resilience. However, none of these powerful ingredients will work if your body can't absorb them. That leads us to the final, tiny ingredient that acts as the master key for the entire formula. Let's talk about black pepper. 6. Black pepper, the master key and testosterone amplifier. A tiny pinch of black pepper may be the most overlooked ingredient here, but it's also the most important for getting results. Without it, the most powerful compounds in the turmeric and ginger might pass right through you. Black pepper contains a remarkable substance called piperine. Piperine is a bioavailability enhancer. It unlocks the nutrients in other foods and makes them available to your body. For example, studies show piperine can increase the absorption of curcumin, the active agent in turmeric, by a staggering 2,000%. That fact alone makes black pepper essential. But piperine has its own direct benefits for aging men. Emerging research suggests that piperine can help stimulate the enzymes within the testes that are directly involved in manufacturing testosterone. One animal study showed that subjects given piperine had a notable increase in serum testosterone levels. While more human trials are needed, the initial science is incredibly promising for men over 60 whose hormone production has naturally slowed down. Black pepper also has a thermogenic effect, meaning it gently heats the body and boosts metabolism and circulation. When you're dealing with a system that has grown sluggish, this gentle warming can make all the difference. Think of this drink as a treasure chest full of gold. The black pepper is the key that unlocks it. If you leave it out, the treasure remains locked away. Add that tiny pinch, and your body can finally access all the power you put inside. While it's the smallest ingredient by volume, its impact is immense. It ties all the other elements together and amplifies every single benefit, from hormone support to blood flow. Now that you understand the role of each piece, let me leave you with a final thought.